Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I just spent 1 hour picking things up off my floor, and I thought I would go ahead and take this pile that's accumulating on my desk that I just don't feel like putting away. And I threw away a bunch of stuff that was on the floor because a lot of times it is trash that falls on the floor, which is why I often call it my trash floor. So I'm going to see what I can make in the next, I don't know, till I'm ready to clean some more anyway. So yeah, maybe I'll start easy with something like this. You can see it's got texture from where it gets rolled on from my chair. So there's that. I think that I just, so let's work on some ephemera first maybe. Alright, I think that this might be kind of fun or not. What could be? I don't love that one. Let's just go ahead and rip out the ones we want. Because did I pay attention to what was where when I did these? No. And I could fussy cut it out if I want to. I just kind of want to have something to be able to use here. And the straight lines are going to bug me if it's you know, so that might go, they might go on a page somewhere, maybe not so much here. These bees though, they're kind of funny. I just put them on randomly. They're not, you know, lined up like that on purpose, and they're a little bit blurry, but they're just kind of cute, so I definitely want to keep that bit. This piece, I might fussy cut that one, just because it's got a little bit of stuff coming off the edge, you know, and you can't see all the edges. So if I cut it out, so I did these. I'll try to remember to link the video when I rewatch to make sure I didn't say anything too embarrassing. I will hopefully remember to go ahead and link the video where I made these watercolor with foam stamps, kind of like Elizabeth St. Hilaire did, and then Eddie Makes Art and I did it using the PM Artist Studio stamps, because why not? We thought it was, and it was cool. It was, we had got some woodies, and now I am a fan of woodies, just saying. I mean, the crayons. I know what you were thinking, Eddie. So yeah. And I want to try to make a video that's not quite so long today, because my last one was like super long and I was basically doing the same thing as I'm doing now. Let's see. Alright, let me sort this real quick. Alright, so I've separated my things into piles. So these are larger papers. I'm going to work on those in a minute. I'm going to set those to the side so they're out of my way. You know, like back on the floor where they started. I've got tissue, and apparently some of the scraps from Patty ended up on my floor because I kept putting my scraps box behind me. I kept putting a lot of stuff behind me. These were from Patty. So, you know, they may end up getting used on a tag that may go in one of my ephemera journals, or I'll just use them in my stuff. It's not a big deal. So that's tissue. Here are some collage pieces. And so I can use those for collage. These are my focal points. Some of these you're going to be like, why would you use that in a junk journal? Well, you know what? After making that journal yesterday, and I think it turned out kind of fun, and I used some random stuff. I want to use more random stuff. These are like layering bits, or they could be collage bits. That's a base. And these are bases. So let's see what we can make. And I've got also this, which is still sitting on my desk, which I could use if I want. I'm going to stick it over here with the extra fabric from yesterday that I haven't put away yet. But one way of decluttering is finishing projects, according to, I think they all agree, Dana, Dawn, and Cassandra, the people that I follow for decluttering and organization. Dana and Dawn, especially for decluttering. Cass does get decluttering too, but she also does the organizing part. That's tissue. Alright, so I've got this really little piece, which anything would look super cute on there. There's too many numbers on that one. So let's look through our fussy cuts and see what would fit. Oh, not quite. I do like that though. That's too wide. That, don't mind the color with that. Let's see, he needs to go in my If I Remember journal. So, oh, what about this? That I kind of like because it has the same vintage look to it as the paper that it's going on. I'm just looking for my ink, don't mind me. It's never where my eyeball goes right away. Ooh, I've got this piece that's just out of my eye line there. Just in my line of sight. Oh my word. And I want some layering bits. These are my layering bits. Because there might be a little piece of something that I want to layer in there with that. Or I could do a tab on the top. Could do, ooh, that might be nice. This ticket right here. I know there's not much room on that tag to begin with. So why would I layer it with something else? Well, why not? Because I can, that's why. I think I might have cut that in the wrong place, but it doesn't matter. Nothing really matters. But it has a similar aesthetic, and I could even, I don't need the 25 on here. So I could just kind of, so this is a piece that came from one of the boxes from your creative studio, in case you're wondering. And I might be able to use the 25 somewhere else. We'll see. And I might want to make this a little bit smaller one way or the other. It's really, I might even just do this part. You don't have to use the whole piece. Did you know that? Now I'm not so sure that pink is right, but that's alright. I mean, why would you want to cover the stamp? I don't know why, but that's okay, because I can add another stamp. Another, you know, that part. I just have to find it. That's the thing that will take a minute. That one's a little big. I must have a small one. I have ton. Oh, this one might be alright. Alright. So, I don't regret doing that. It makes it a little bit different. You know, I'm not using it exactly as it came. Oh, and guess what was under my chair? I finally found my art glitter glue. I need to put a new paper on there. It's starting to look kind of ooky. You know, how things start to look ooky. Especially things that get glue all over them all the dang time. Why would it work for me the first try? That would just be some sort of miracle. We're not having any glue miracles today. So how is everybody? How many of you did ephemera, whether you did videos or you just did it and posted it on Instagram, or you did it and didn't post it? How did you like the prompts? How did it go for you? I didn't write this on the comments for Barbara and Louisa. Well, some people loved the prompts this year. I feel like some people prefer the simpler prompts. You know what I mean? I think some people just kind of miss the simpler prompts that we've had in the past years, which is fine. See, because I can take simple prompts and do things with them. So I don't see any problem with simpler prompts. Because I know they want more thinking outside the box, but that's not what everybody likes to do. And then some people lose this thing that was right in front of them 10 seconds ago. What? Seriously, where did it go? Oh my word. Oh, it's right there in front of my face. That's what I was looking for, in case you were wondering. I was looking for this little ticket piece. I just like the number. It's a little different than the numbers on the background, but still a little bit of a number. And then we have pink and pink. So I might see, I think the vintage, not vintage, the peeled paint might be a good one for this. Well, that's, oh, it kind of sticks. Also, which way is upside right and which, does it really matter? A little bit. It matters a little bit to me. Does it have to be perfect? No. Oh, shoot. But it's going to, there we go. It's, so I still have it on there, but it goes on both, and so it integrates them. And I was thinking about also putting that little, put that away. This on the top, right? Should we go that way or that way? I don't know. Little piece of denim. I think I like it that way, weirdly, because, and I'll just use a regular stapler. I don't have to use the Tim Holtz one all the time. I wonder if there's like a word that I could stamp on there. I'm embracing the stapler because of Lisa from It's Only Paper. I am working to embrace the stapler. She just slaps things on there and staples things, and it always looks really great. So I'm working on it. So there we have a finished piece, which can now go in my finished piece box. Let me show it now because I don't really feel like showing them at the end because I want to put it in the finished box. It's going in the finished box. I'm going to wait on that one. Alright, and then we have this one, which, oh, I had a quote here. Oh, how about this? You could put that on there, Find Your Voice. I mean, I could have kept the green on there, but I kind of don't want it, so that's alright. You do what you like. But this is from a magazine. I like to look for words that I like. And I liked this one. I think I am going to take away all that extra. I don't know if it's big enough for this one though. Like, I think we need something bigger down at the bottom here. But what? I don't know. Like one of those quotes would be great, but do you think I know where those are at the moment? No, they're behind me somewhere, I'm sure, in a box of fussy cut things. But I'm trying to use the ones, whoops. Maybe I should have left the bits. Alright, if I didn't mind standing up every 2 seconds, I would pause through this so it could be a shorter video. I'm just not in the mood. Let's see. So I thought that I wanted to use this. Now I'm second guessing myself. But what if I gave it something to go on? You know what I mean? Like, what if we put this? See, that's similar coloring to him. And then it goes back over there. And then, oh, or maybe some tissue on that. What tissue there might work? He's got that color on his feet a little bit. A little bit of gold, maybe. This one's like, you'll be able to see the stuff through it. I think that's what I like about that. So, let's see. Did that and put the Find Your Voice. Gosh, why am I so freaking hot? Yeah, just, you know, junk journaling, you don't have to use printables and everything. Look in other places. Look in your sales thing. Look in your magazines, your sales ad flyers and whatnot. I think the orange might be too much. It's red that is opposite on the color wheel from green, right? I don't have any tissue that's red. What about blue? Blue is right next to it. Do we like the blue instead? And you'll be able to see more through the blue. but these won't stand out. Well, they stand out a little bit. See what I have to deal with? People like me trying to do the things. I think I'm gonna put this down here. I'm just gonna, now these are distress inks, so they're probably going to move when I do this, but that's all right. For these, I do have a video on it, but I could find it because I could do search in YouTube Studio, which would help me find it a little bit easier probably than it would be for you. I don't have to have that part. We could just do this. Oops. Alright, I am, and then I'm going to probably, once it dries, I might even do a little bit of doodling, maybe. Alright, what was I saying? Finish your thought, Darcy. Finish your thought. I can't, because I can't remember what my thoughts fly out of my head. Oh, in my video, was it yesterday? I was talking about how I made a background with the using the gel plate and a stamp, a foam, not stamp. I kept calling it a stamp. They were stickers, foam stickers, which is why they were frontwards and not backwards. Stamps are usually backwards. Oh my word. I kept saying the wrong word, and I'm like, this is why my son is convinced that I have like audible dyslexia. Is that a thing? And I just like say the wrong words all the time. I don't know. I've never heard of it. I think he just says it because that's what I do. And he's like trying to find some reason for it. Alright, I'm going to add more in a little bit. But that now doesn't have this big expanse of space on the bottom anymore. And that makes me happy. So it's better. It's not finished, but it's better. I made progress on it. It could be finished as far as I could put it in my... Sorry, I just hit the microphone. I don't want that one. I could put it in my finish box and I'd be okay with that. Where is my European hole punch? It's not there. Ooh, let's remember that we have these. We have what? Oh, oh my goodness. We have edge punches. That's what we have. Do I want to use that on anything? We'll figure it out in a minute. Let's put it there so we don't forget we have it. All right. So I'm putting him in my finish box. When I put him in a journal, I'll add more. Oh, you want to see him up close better? All right. So yeah, so that's what I was talking about, how I did this. So I put the stencil on. I think I wet it, put the stencil on, and then spray. I don't know. There's a video somewhere. I know there is because I made it. All right, what is next in our pile? Oh, I was starting earlier with these focal points. With this, because this I could pretty much collage on, and I think that might be fun. Let me grab some of this so that I don't make so much of a mess. A lot of the books you see me using for my glue pages were free from the free bin at 2nd and Charles. I'm learning to embrace the red and pink together. And so yeah, this is just a piece of a gel plate print. And I could even repeat this color, not totally at the top, but a little bit of it on the corner here might be good. And then, oh, that's just green. Oh, that's crazy. Would we want to do that? I mean, that's just, it's a little crazy. It is, but it's not. What other things do we have here? Ooh, we've got these bits from, oh, see, that's a nice, it's not the right pink. Oh, this would be a nice neutrally something to add. So I can just put that right there. And a little piece of something right here. Oh, you know what? Piece of handwriting might be a nice place for the eye to rest. This is my grandpa's handwriting, and so I like to use that in collage. I probably should, I don't need to. I was like, I probably should make some copies of it, but do I want it facing the same direction or facing each other? They can face each other. Okay, now imagine that I'm fast forwarding this part because I don't want to edit. I don't wanna. And I'm going to put some writing space on the back. And I might need to sand this for a second. I'm not going to pause for that. I won't take long. You can just close your ears if the sound of sanding irritates you. Kind of like the sound of forks on plates irritate me, like you wouldn't believe. And I'm like, why do people have to eat with forks and plates? Spoons and bowls are the way to go. Oh yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? If you have asthma, be careful with sanding because it does get dust everywhere. But this is a glossy card. And also, a little bit of distressing isn't a bad idea. It's going to show through what I do. So, and then you want to, it's better if it's a damp cloth so you're not just like poofing the dust everywhere. But yeah, I always try to keep sandpaper next to my desk, you know. And I remember that I had a piece of coffee filter here. And it would be a writing space while still showing the numbers through just a little bit. So we'll just get that on there as much as we can. Not going to worry about if it covers the whole thing because you're only going to write on the middle part mostly anyway. So if I put something from the front side onto the back side, that's okay. I'm going to press that out. And it's real sticky right here. I'm not loving that. Oh my goodness. I need to clean off the floor so I can get to my baby wipes because I'm pretty sure I've got baby wipes. They're just in a drawer behind the carts and the stuff on the floor. It's just insane. It's an insane amount of, it's a trash floor. It's a craft room, not a craft room because I've got too much stuff. Too much for me to handle. I want to put something up in that corner. What do I want to put up in that corner? We've got the red and whatnot on the front. So maybe we'll do that. We need it to go like that. Alright, sorry, I'm trying, my brain doesn't always brain the way I want it to. There we go. It's also sticky on this paper. I need to switch to another piece. It's making things... It's making it a struggle for my hair. Does it have to be straight? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Alright, I'm going to let that dry for a minute and then cut it. So we will come back to that in a minute. Un momento. Now, this has some nice lines on this side. And nice decorating here. Illustrator, is that really an illustration? It's just checkboard. Anyway. And then this one's got stuff on the back, so I'm definitely gonna so I'm gonna collage on this side. That's what's gonna happen. More collaging. What do we have? Should we go ahead and put the bees on here and then put something sort of behind them? As far as, oh, they like flowers, les fleurs. I don't like the blue with that though. Maybe it's because of the green. I like that. Not with that necessarily, but... Oh, check with check? Maybe. Ooh, I don't hate that because of the yellow and the yellow green. But it's not going to go... What if I separate the bees and give them each their own area, sort of. Maybe we still want to put more than one on there, but we want stuff behind it. I don't know. This was just, you know, I was just using this as kind of a wipe-off paper. Kind of, sort of. That's why they're all going the same direction. Alright, 3. The rule of threes, right? Maybe put that up there, right? And then... Ooh, what if we do this? Go. Alright, we're just going to cover this with this maybe, and then see what we want to add to that. Just because there's black in the bees, so the black background on the paper could be fun if I can make sure I get mostly the gold bits potentially, and having the wrinkles in there will not bother me. I think this one will cause the least amount of damage. Just, oh, nope, it won't. It's alright, we'll just make sure something goes over that bit. Be more gentle than me. Oh, yep, definitely more gentle. That's alright. That might be, we'll ink that bit. It might be a thing we just start doing. We just start putting tissue on things, and alright, we're gonna let that dry and then we'll cut that off. Okay, next. This could go this way, right? Because the writing goes this way, which kind of makes my brain want it to go that way. But if I can do like, but it's okay if it doesn't. Like it can. Which way would I? Yeah, that way. All right. So let's just go ahead and let's just start gluing. Sometimes I'll just glue on there and just attach paper and just cut off whatever's left over. I mean, you might have to come back and do things like, oh, I want, will that reach all the way down? Yes, it will. And what can I put up here? Okay, I'm going to glue this right here. Little crack there, that's alright. Cracks are not the end of the world as we know it. Nope, that's not wide enough. Yeah, think about these things, lady, before you put them on. Alright, whoops. What was not, oh, this wasn't wide enough, right? But if I had it, it might be okay though. Alright, even though it's not wide enough. If I'm going to put like a focal point or something on there, it might be okay. Push, push, push. Okay. Because wasn't I thinking of, oh no, because I don't like these two together, or is it not too bad? No, I'm not going to do that. What are we going to do? Where are our, how would she look on here? Will she fit on here? She might have to go on a page. She's kind of big. But she might even just fit here perfectly. Or I might even do her this way because I put the map upside down, and that might bother me. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, we've got this, which we could put so that it covers that straight line. I like that. And we could even do like that. And then I can bring it a little bit lower, maybe, and still kind of, let's see. Do I want to go to the right or to the left with it? One-way ticket. Alright, maybe we don't want that. We like the one-way ticket, maybe. For who? Who do we like the one-way ticket for? I don't think he's quite big enough unless I have quite a bit more to add on here. Alright, let's see what size our card is. That's part of the problem. Is our eyeball is thinking it's bigger than it is. Alright, so I know people have started to ask, you know, what's coming up in the new year. One thing for sure is I will be working in my studio, craft room studio, and decluttering. That is definitely going to be a thing that's going to happen. Later today I'm hoping to make the video for the Margaret Miller challenge, get that finished and out, you know, get that done and completed, and that will be good. That'll make me happy. And then I think the next thing, oh, then I have there's a streamathon this weekend, And so I will be live on Monday, January 1st at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from 4 to 5. And then Eddie Makes Art will be on from 5 to 6. I think 5 to 6. Anyway, he's on right after me. And PM Artist Studio will be part of the Streamathon. And Miriam with Art Curious by MNW. Anyway. I'll try to link her below, and but if you look on my communities tab, you will see all the people participating. It's put on by Miriam and Raul, I believe his name is. And so, yeah, good times, good times. Not quite. I like this purple because there's like that purpley color up there, so that makes me happy. But I might have to look through some other bits to find, ooh, and that might be nice with it even, to find something to go here. You know what I mean? Or I could just look on my floor. I mean, I might find something on my floor. You never know. But I will have to pause to go look. Unless I want to start putting weird things on there. He's got purple, but not quite the right purple. I don't know. I have to look and see what my prompts are, because maybe they'll work in my prompts. Alright, I need to find some kind of focal point. And I've got a box of focal points right here behind me. So let me just put my hand in and grab something. Okay, that's not a focal point. It was definitely in the wrong place. Some of these are definitely layering pieces, not focal points. That could be collage. That's like more of a layering piece. Where did I put my, they're over here. That's, oh yay, we found one. Ooh, how will he work on here? He might be kind of cool. Because things don't have to make sense. Right? Alright, I want him to kind of like cover that line there, because I don't always like the harsh line right there is what I want to cover. So maybe you have a one-way ticket to like, but it doesn't have to be with that. It can be with something else. I don't mind the drippy water. Ooh, that would be travel-y. Okay. No, not that. What is he, a moose? There's no M. If there was an M there, I would have considered it. I don't think he's drinking coffee. Oops, wait, that's a focal point. Nope. Alright, so, what will I do if there's a harsh line I don't love? Well, for one, gesso to the rescue. Ugh, okay, close your ears. I hope you close your ears. I bang it upside down, not on the glass. There's a glass mat under here, so I do it next to it. You know, when there's space. If there's no space, I do it on the front of the drawer here. But today there's space because I have recently cleaned off my desk. I mean, like I said, I can go from 0 to 60 in 0 to mess in 60 seconds. That's always been, that seems to be my superpower, or villainous power. I don't know. It's not a power I want to have. I would like to be more neat, like Carrie the Crafter. That would make me happy. I'm just going to push this all, not all of it, but some of it just back a little bit into the, make it more of a background, so to speak. And maybe even make this line a little bit less harsh. Oh, that's alright. So I'm just taking my finger with some gesso and just kind of rubbing it on the line, and then, you know, make it as thin of a coat as possible, oops, so that it dries quickly, basically. And you know, as discussed earlier, I don't have wipes right here. All right, I got the tissue and I got the spray bottle. We're going to use that. And I also have not cleared my floor off enough that it's easy to get to my my bathroom to wash my hands. So there's that. If you're ever looking for some freebies, I definitely have some in my Ko-fi shop. And one big freebie, I don't know how many people actually get it, but the coffee journal that I worked on the beginning of the year, I think, because it was a gift to my subbies for reaching 1,000 subscribers. And somehow, by some miracle, since doing that in, was it January, that I made it to 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm at 2,600, and it took me over 3 years to get to 1,000, so it's just shocking to me that I am now at 2,600 in a year. I mean, that is thanks to people like Carrie the Crafter, Gail Agustinelli, Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, and other people that talk about me, not even the big channels, but you know, Shell the Rimland Crafter sometimes talks about me, Stephanie at Coffee Paper Scissors, PM Artist Studio. Oh my goodness, how do I forget them? She would be so mad at me. She wouldn't, but she would. She'd be like, how'd you forget me? Eddie. And then the multiple people that use my stencils and mention me when they use my stencils, which I appreciate you guys so much. I'm using Dusty Concord and just doing a little bit of stamping here and there, and that, I'm going to go sideways here, will help to make that line less obvious as well. And do I want to do a little bit of stenciling? Ooh, you know what I want to do? Ooh, I got purple, this dark purpley stuff right here. I'm gonna see, it's like a really dark gray, but with a lot of purple. Oh, this has more purple because that didn't get mixed into the bottom so much. But it's probably similar to that flower. So that, because something came in the mail, so you know, why not use the bubble wrap that came with it. What came in the mail, you ask? Yes, because I'm still buying things, even though I'm trying to get rid of things. And I'm still easily influenced. And who is it that uses it? Oh, I wish I could remember. I don't think it was Brandy. Tell me in the comments, are you the one that made me buy this? I know you didn't really make me buy this, but one of the people I've been watching for Ephemera, and if I remember her, I'll put her in the, or if she says who she is, I'll definitely tag her in the description box. I feel like something was tapping the back of my chair. I hope my chair is not about to fall from under me. The bleed proof, Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white. She was using it to like kind of make like ethereal stuff from out of the going out. All right, I'm gonna set that aside to dry for a minute. Do I care if it dries? I don't know. I'd have to see. Look at that. That was, see, now that brought this color around because that was definitely the perfect color. Now where's the other one? And we don't see that line anymore. So now I can put him wherever I want. I'm liking this mousse. I like him. I really like him. I need to make some easy fussy cuts with these because they are not easy to fussy cut. And I think I have a lot of them I've already turned into PNGs. That's something that I have to do myself. Alright, I kind of want the top of his head to be right around, because if you think about this in thirds, then him and the flowers would be down on the 2/3 bottom. Why is there hair there? And then there's like about 1/3 up there is why. I mean, I don't always think about that specifically, but I think I do it like automatically sometimes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, we're just going to put it on. We're not going to hem and haw about it all day. This is just an extra piece from the ballet journal that didn't get put in there because my desk was such a mess and I couldn't find it. we are going to try to rectify that desk being a mess all the time situation. But it's got that deep, dark, purpley sort of business happening. Oh, there we go. Wasn't I going to also put this label here? Do we need the label? We don't really, but it helps balance the word up there with, you know, it just kind of helps balance it a little bit, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Also, I want to use it. I want to get it off my desk. So there's that. All right, Carrie just told me in my head to check my camera. So, Mariah asked if we ever hear her in our head about straightening, you know, making sure our camera is straight. And I said, well, when I set it up, I do. You know, I try to make it straight, but it just doesn't always stay that way. And then Carrie the crafter is always telling us, you know, check your camera, make sure you're in frame and whatnot. And so, yes, he was just like, have you checked your camera? Have you checked? He was in, Carrie, you were in my head. See, this blue here, it's not anywhere else on there. And so what I might do is bring it to the top. Well, it's down here. So I want to bring it to the top, I think. If that purple was like darker, like not a bright purple, that would probably work. That is kind of a, let's see, what does that look like? That, actually, I don't hate it. Alright, it might be that one. Alright, do we have anything else we like better? I need to check my time. That's what I need to check. I want aqua. I definitely know I want, you know, like this color. Ooh, that's not quite right. I mean, I'm okay with clashy. I'm not against having a little bit of clashy. That's very purple. That I'm going to stick with my niece. I've got pink and purple pile I'm working on over to my right here. Do we like that better? I mean, that is more in tune with that color. That has a little bit of that color. Do I like it busy or do I like it plain? Because it is pretty busy down here. So I don't necessarily want it to be too busy at the top. Let's see, what else do we have here? A lot of the same things, basically. That's not quite the right color and there's no green on there. That one could work. Alright, I'm between that one and that one. I think this one is a good happy medium between the other two, maybe. Just needed a little pop of that green, not green, there's some green on the back. Doesn't matter what it looks like on the back. Not really. Alright. Yeah, I just take jelly plate prints and cut out the bits with my whale tail. It's one of the, and they don't have to be jelly plate prints. They could just be painty papers. If you don't have a gel plate, but you have paints and you want to play with paints more, I suggest you get a brayer. You can do a lot with a brayer, with or without a gel plate. It's all good. All right, so this one is done. And now I know how much time I've been doing this. I don't really want to go over an hour, but what have I only done 3? So I need to do at least one more. One for every 15 minutes I've been on here, right? All right, we don't need to have everything on the desk. I know that bothers some people. I can't help you. All right, that's going in the finished box. All right, and so we have, oh, this is just a plain blue base. It's all about, but it's got, you know, some nice stenciling and stamping on it. So that's not to say that it's not good as it is. Could just put like a bird. Oh, this has blue in it. Oh, that might be pretty. Alright, I need something in between the two. Like, I'd like the flower. I have the flower cut out. I think the flower might be stunning on there. And I know I've got it in this pile here, but if we need more stuff pulled out. Nope, we don't. Really don't. We don't need to be pulling out more stuff, Darcy. What do you think you're doing? Why? Why are you pulling out more stuff? You need to use up the stuff that's already out. What are you thinking? That needs to go with my stencils. Whew. I mean, we could just totally just, you know, whatever was in our hand, just do that, right? That's not crazy at all. Maybe a little bit. I mean, not crazy per se, but, you know, daring to be sure. What is this? Oh, that's a paper clip. Alright, we don't want to put that bird on there with an owl. I like the... Let's see. Let's pull out more because we're just a glutton for punishment. No, he's the wrong direction. He's the wrong direction. Ooh, do we like that yellow? Probably. A leaf. Another leaf. Layering bit. See, at some point, I'm going to just be sorting all my things. Once I get them sorted into macro categories, then I'll be able to sort them into micro categories. What does that mean? It means first, I just put like all the bits that I would put on tags, like all the layering bits, all the, because if I'm cleaning off my floor and whatnot, it's a mess. I need some sort of organization to start with, just to get it off the floor. So I start with the macro organization of, you know, what I just said, just putting all the stuff that goes on top, and then all the papers on a pile and whatnot, and then I micro sort, and you know, all the layering bits go in a box, and all the focal points go in a box, and then I might even micro sort even more after that. Why are these in the box of the that is supposed to be a box of focal points, and I've got bases in there. This is a problem. I don't know. So yeah, and so I do have like containers with labels and whatnot, but I never put stuff away. I take out way too much stuff, and then it's overwhelming, and I don't put it away, and it's really starting to get on my nerves. Just saying. I mean, you guys think you get annoyed with me. I get annoyed with me. Just saying. I could use a flower here or something. Maybe, oh, that's right. I wanted, ooh. I mean, what if we, that's got a lot of turquoise on it or whatever. Which way does that clock go? Oh, it goes this way. There's a bird on it. There's a bird on it. Oh, wait, is this one of them that I wanted? Hold on. Nope, that's not the one. I want the one that has a little bit of blue in it. Not that one either. I'm finding every rose except the one that I want. And I'm pretty sure that I have one somewhere. Yep. This is... So yeah, now welcome to my existence. See how that like really pops? But if I had, the, you know, this one, not that one, the other one that had blue in it. Oh, I'm going to pause. Alright, I've been debating on this for a little while now that I found some other bits. I think you can see why I like this rose for this, because it's got the blue in the leaves. I have this blue one too, which, you know, could work. The flower pops a little bit more just because it's blue on blue. But then I saw this little scrap here, which I like this little scrap with this. And I thought, well, that might be fun. I still want some of that stenciling to show. And then I thought, you know, what if I just put this little, to bring some lightness down to, I know I usually do the opposite. I usually would bring, but this is where the splatter on that is, so that's kind of why I wanted to put it there. And then if I have a top on there, then that should work. Okay. I think I need to do some of these where I speed them up, because sometimes talking, I think I could go faster if I just wasn't talking through it. And then I could show you guys more and then do the voiceover. I don't love doing the voiceover. I feel more free and, you know, sociable, I suppose would be the word, when I'm not. Oh, this one's supposed to go, well, not supposed to go. This one I wanted to go under here. So, you know, because then I remember to say things like, I don't like things to line up perfectly. I wanted to be sure to have some of the stenciling still show, and I realized that I could do this tag without any focal point, and I could just do some mark making and whatnot and still make it interesting. Good thing I caught that. Would have ended up being a journal card instead. Yeah. And then I've kept it down to mostly 2/3 at the bottom of the card. And then, let's see, did we have anything in here that would work? I mean, it would be nice to bring some of that green up to the top of the card while still having a little bit of blue in it. Do we like that one? What else? That one is darker. It blends in a little bit more. Let's see. There's a little bit of yellow in that. So that wouldn't be like too crazy. Or we could bring this lightness back up to the top with, say, this, which has a different green in it, but our greens don't have to match. We like that one. Do I have another one with words? Oh, that one's not words, but it is a different, nope, not that one. And it doesn't even have to be one of these. It could be anything. I mean, it could be like a folded piece of paper. You don't have to have the whale tail or any special tab stamp. I'm just saying, you can do what you like, or do what you can. Sometimes you would like to have that, and so that's frustrating when you can't. Oh, not that one. This is a different green. That's like not quite dark enough. That's got blue and black. What am I looking for? That one's too white in the background. I'm looking for one with words, maybe. Is that what I was? Oh, that has just that has this and just a little bit of a more yellowy green. It's not a bad option. None of them are bad options, because you know, sometimes I like to go clashy. What do we think about this one? Because if we ink it, it's going to be alright, I like that one. Because once I ink it, it'll be closer to this, potentially. And it's got the green without being too much green, although if I wanted more green, I could do this side. Let's see, which side do we like? I actually like the side with the more green, so that works. Alright, so I think I can bring out I only did 4 pieces, so I think I should be able to find those. And I put them all in the same place. So I think I can find them and show them to you for those that watch the beginning and then just come to the end to see what I made, because I know you're there. I see how many minutes people actually watch, so I know there are people that watch the beginning and watch the end, basically, or they don't even come to the end. I don't know. If I showed these at the beginning, why would people stay to the end? So there's that one, and it's just got writing space on. Oh, that one is not one I did today. That's one that was in the wrong box. So that's, and this one, and this one, and then wasn't there one more? A little tiny one. Oh, here it is. And this one. See, super tiny. So those are the 4 I did today, though. So yep, that's good for today. I mean, really wish it didn't take me so long to make these things. I don't know. I might just turn on the camera and not talk and see if I can do faster. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.